Okay, welcome to Inter Sports again. Um, 30 minutes after 5 o'clock is the correct time. This is the last game, okay, for this edition, this 17th edition of the County Sports Meet for 2022-23. It's going to be fiercely contested between Lofa and Nimba County. So it's Lofa versus Nimba. As you're seeing on your screen, the players are in the tunnel. They are going to be coming out just in a few. My name is Ben Gagba. I'm going to be here with you until the 90 minutes, possibly an extra time and penalty shooter. If there's no goal, can divide the two sides. Okay, but I have with me nobody else to introduce. Okay, it's a voice you've been hearing for a very long period of time. It has a rich history of covering this competition. I have Martina Brooks, formerly worked with on the radio and has many experience of calling the county meet. Let me say Martina Brooks, former SWA Vice President. Pleasant welcome to Inter Sports.
Thank you, Ben, and it feels good being here at a very famous location, and it feels good being back home. The last time I was here covering the county was 2017, January, so it has been like 5 years. So we get started, and I think the management of sports for giving me this opportunity.
So 5 years old since you were last year. What has changed?
The county may, I think, not much, but I think the momentum remains the same. There's this unique thing about the county meets that brings everybody together. So as compared to the national league, as compared to the national team playing international match, the county meets brings something very unique. That is bringing everybody together. So if there's one thing we will take away from the county meet, that's unity. So you realize that most of those who are, part of the cheering squad, they are not actually, technically, they are not sports fans. So,
Okay.
I mean, that still remains. I think we have not really brand new stadium, but I think there are also improvements. I'm not sure about the lighting system,
Okay.
but I think there have been some improvement. I see we have lots of sponsors. I cannot name them because I don't know if Inter Sports is allowed to do that.
I have no
But
idea.
I see that we have so many sponsors for this year. And with this year being election year, I think we also have individual sponsorship a lot. Yeah.
And I think that makes this edition unique.
Very unique and very special. So imagine somebody who's running to be maybe a representative or senator who has not contributed to sports. That person will want to do it this year because they're trying to impress the electorates.
So we are a few minutes away from kickoff. On your screen there, you on your monitor you see the teams have been led out of the dugout. Lofa County in their traditional all green, and Nima County a dominant red as they were in the semi-final. Will acquaint you with the lineup. But on the pitch, Martina, are the two teams the best for the 2023 edition of the competition?
Sorry, I didn't.
Are the two teams the best they have in the final?
I mean, the finalists are always are always the best. What makes you a finalist if because when you are saying this team is the best, you have to look at performance, look at consistency, look at discipline of the players, and you look at so many things. So for the fact that they were able to beat all of those and reach the final for now, for this year, the two best teams are the teams that will take the first and second place. And those teams are Lofa and Nimba counties. But Ben, just before you go further, there's something I really noticed about this county meets. Most of the players are very young.
Okay.
They are very young as compared to back then when we were into artist sports recording. You will see very older, players, people who have even played 4 5 years back. I remember there was this boy who used to play for, I think, Nimba County. So he wasn't playing in the National League.
Okay.
He wasn't playing for his community. But that guy will play every year in the county league. So what he does is that after the county league, he ends
So let's see.
so he was just a county league player. But then he had realized that he was a
U17 players are in the competition. I think we'll have a couple of them. We'll talk about it as well. We'll talk about the lineup, but then you see the players are getting ready. The president has just arrived.
Yeah.
He's in Dublin and where he's meeting the Lofa players, and then he will make his
I
way.
think already we will refer to you as the president. We refer
Okay.
to you as the chief patron of
The
sports.
chief patron of sports. I love that, Martina. So the chief patron of sports is out there. The minister of sports is also there. Mr. Zogan Wesing and Musa Shannon, former national team player. A couple of them are there. See Joseph Akoli, strong supporter of Lofa County. I must mention this as well. Fenda Bono, as always, is there with the president. It's almost inevitable. There you see Asedewia, number 10, plays his club football for Muscat in the first division, leading the president and his entourage to the team of Nimba player. Some KBC there.
Yeah.
Samuka play for the U17 sir.
There's
He's in
also
the team.
the former president of Guatemala, who is now the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Wow.
He's
Okay.
also there.
So, greeting of the players have almost ended, and the chief patron of sports just shook hands with Asedewia, as you see on our monitor.
And he's wearing an all-white outfit. So I think it's out for peace, out for unity, for transparency. And that's how I would interpret his outfit for today.
Percy Yeke, a former executive committee member, in the dark shades there.
Like Football Association.
Yeah, it's also on your screen. The Nimayans are shaking off themselves. Few minutes away from kickoff. The wait is over. We've been waiting weeks for this tournament, and we can wait a few more. So we take the national anthem. The national anthem of the Republic, then guided by the Senate. Martina Brooks is here with me. We're going to guide you through to the brink of the final whistle. If we can get goal in regular time, we're going to go extra time. And still, if no goal can defy these two sides, we will go penalty shootout. So, like I said, we are seconds away from kickoff. Make it 22 minutes, pushing up to 6 o'clock. There you see our officials for tonight. I must mention Juninho Morris made his name at the just ended Barca 2022 third division playoffs after he just ended a FIFA junior referee training course here at the same Summer Kayando Sports Complex. He is our official for tonight. He's going to be assisted by assistant referee number 1, Thomas Kone, assistant referee number 2, Johnny Duncan, and the fourth official for tonight is Maurice Allison. So that is the team of officials for the match. Ase Dewia of Muscat is the captain for Nima, and his opposite number is on the screen there. It's a Pascal Harris. Okay, Pascal Harris is the captain for Lofa County. They are completing the formalities, and then we are going to get on the way. Martina, we almost be a kickoff.
Yeah, so I'll be expecting an exciting match. I'm told this is like a replay of the start of during the group stage where Lofa went head to head Nimba County. So two things tonight. It's either Lofa continue to keep supremacy in this county bid or Lofa will be out for a revenge.
Okay.
However, we
Nima
watch
up
out.
for revenge.
What happened in the group stage?
They were in the season and Nima lost. Yeah.
So it's either they are out for revenge.
URC in charge of the Visible 11 IE. He is the coach of Lofa. He won the 2 years back. Fofana, two very good friends. Fofana is in charge of Ghana FC in the second division.
Mustafa is comes to the county beat. He has a very good, unique history when it comes to the county beat. So, so many things to look out for, and I'm really excited. Looking forward.
And before, let me just introduce there Theophilus Jacob. He has one of his players in the starting lineup today, Lawrence Kume for Lofa County. I know he's going to monitor, but he's not speaking in his capacity as a coach. He is a football commentator with Intel Sports. Let me say welcome to you.
My pleasure, and to be with you, Martin and Brooks. It's indeed a great feeling, wonderful feeling to be with you guys. Always my pleasure.
I wonder what that I have made. Mohammed Kate is suspended, and on comes Terry Wanswa. So in goal is Tiawon, Lamaro Kamara, Josephat Mato, who plays the stop for Ferdinand Sadima Kwado, and Josiah Seed complete the back four. In midfield, Emmanuel Seed as a Daria Alan Johnson. Up front, you have Alhaji Samuka and Terry Wansia. For Lofa County, Van Smith following the back of Van regains his spot. So it means that Samuel Smith has gone for experience. He picks Smith ahead of Edizana Tobo in goal. So the back four, Leander Kakula, the skipper for tonight, Harris, Pascal Harris, Lawrence Kume, Pee-wee Zizid Roberts. In the field, you have James on 5 goals to the tender for top goal scoring award. You have Brown Tomusiaya, Abraham Kia Zulu. Anchors include Jeremiah Johnson and Albert Coco Suare. That's the lineup, Martina.
Okay, so you quickly want to run over the
Yeah, okay. So for Nima, the subs include Sarah Smo, Emmanuel Monga, Benedict, Mansura Diaco, Vasco Smoke. He's a young, talented player. Plays a score. Can recall, but he's almost 17 team. Anthony Keita, Harrison Yeni, and Acid Pinsel. Elsewhere, Lofa County on the bench, top John, Venice, Dennis Ahoya, Mohammed Fufana, Eric Jansen, Rudolph Kakula, Fred Israel. That is the number for Sandra Smalls, Lofa County. We also talk about Mukhtar Fufana's Nimba County. So we are seconds away inside a very packed Summer Kayando Sports Complex. Tio.
Yes, as always, around this time on the day of final football, there is always the full stadium. There is always the intrigue that surrounds everything that has to do with content. We are about to witness the game. The SKD is pregnant and waiting to deliver. Let's see how it's going to unfold, my Ben.
This guy never sees the amazement. So the Lothians have completed the whatever they call it, but the indominant green kicking from right to left as we overlook the artificial green turf. Nima in all rare with touches of white, and white will be kicking from left to right. And our position, we are directly midway inside the half of Lofa County. As a water to we get away.
Well, we just want to say to Liberians, wherever you're watching the sports from, we're happy to give live coverage, and we hope you stick with Intel Sports because we are here to bring you the best in sports broadcast. And we are also excited that the county meet has has attracted a lot of sports and former sports enthusiasts. A lot of them are on the stadium this evening, so we look forward to having an exciting
The toss of Martina Brooks, Mr. Johindo Morris checks his Morris gets up on the way, and Nimba have possession with Dewia, who trying to lift the ball 20 yards in the half of Lofa. He said they caught up by the team in all green. Robert on the red touchdown trying to look for teammates in the half of Lofa. Harris cuts his back to his goalkeeper Smith on a little bit of pressure, volleys it on the half line. And for the first match, Jim Stapper, he drops to the floor. Referee say play on. Ball has been played long. Nimba looking for the flare. The flare stays down. The goalkeeper races from Hilam. Tiawan, he allows it to go on the play. Going, we just inside 40 seconds or so, Tio.
Yes, James Tapper is aware. Element of the task he has on there. That's his first hit. It's on the deck. He has to do it for 90 minutes. He has to carry block on his shoulder. He has to stand up to the task.
And Martina, what sort of pressure you are under when you are the star player? Take, for example, Jim Stapper on 5 goals, chasing to be top goals. Has they come before with in the sorry, but there was a good ball in from Jim Stapper as we were talking about him. But that was a defense splitting pass. You were trying to look for the run of Roberts from the right hander, but the goalkeeper Tier 1 intervened and he collects. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's okay, and I think the concept comes to so many so players are under so much pressure.
Champion right footed! It just flashes wide, but the flag is up over the far side there. Assistant referee number 2, Mr. Johnny Duncan, raises the flare, but breast start for Lofa.
I think it's a good start, and I hope they keep up the momentum. And you know, earlier today when Intersports posted that we will be in the microphone, someone was like, "We look forward to listening to what a miss." So I just remember that comment, but I hope our people can keep the momentum.
That was
Going tonight in Nigeria.
okay, and there were lots of trolling on the internet on Facebook about this being a United collabo. So United supporter. You recall that Manchester derby yesterday.
Whatever they say, we are here to do our professional job.
And we have gone hard trick.
We just do our best to give them the best.
So tonight is about Liberia, and that's why we are here.
Free kick lifted. Samuka contests it. The header comes from the green shirt. Inside the ball, he shoots, it's off. And the goalkeeper collects. Tier 1 is up to it. He is well outfield, coming to the rescue for Nimba. He latches it up from, and you have Harris, Pascal Harris. Clearance is inside the side. Samuka back inside his own half. I said Dewia. And there is Dewia for the halfway line. Brings in CA. Brings back to Dewia. Dewia 6 yards in from the red touchline. Trying to pick up a red shirt. Nimba gingerly pushing the ball on the half of the Lofian penalty area. But to the much relief of Lofa, they do win a kick. Look, it's just about 24 yards.
It's a relief for them. Nimba seems to be a bit pressure.
We have the first treatment of the match of this final. We are still under 4 minutes of the 90th play here inside the SKD. We have a full capacity, mixed colors of green, red, blue. The left defender, Pascal Harris, is receiving treatment. He's going to work with his netted out of the dish. Free kick is to Vinant Smith. Lofa playing from right to left. As I've overlooked great the SC. He put right foot in. Header from Samuka. And his other play for throw in to Lofa right touchline, which Rabos is going to take. This Rabos takes it quickly. Put football from Lofa trying to attack the right channel to flag there. And then brilliant stop there as Nimba clears it to Lamiao towards the halfway line. As it area, the Moscow forward look for Jeremiah. Header from Nimba. Tie Samuka. Long ball. Sliding challenge comes in from Kiako. Instead of play, Nimba throw. Martina, the game is do I say electrifying?
Yes, and I like the composure of the Lofian defense, and I hope it continues that because the last time I saw this was on Wednesday during the semi-final in County, and I consider it the most composed defender than the one who was given the red card. So I hope this continues, and yes, and that discipline is key. So we are looking out for
attacking at the box of Lofa. Header there from Jeremiah Johnson, and another header from the Lofian. That's a rare shot of Nimba forcing to the glove of Vernon Smith, who plays it long looking for a James Tapper into uncharted territory. He goes down looking for the free kick, and he genuinely wins one as Eugenio Morris sounds the whistle. Free kick, Lofa down this left touchline, 4 yards in from the touchline. Tumusiaya, number 18, with the wet shoes there. He's being instructed by Morris to wait a little. As Morris takes the 10 steps, Samuka stands up the free kick. Lofa has landed several green shirts on the edge of the penalty area. Jim Stapper locks towards the back post. In goes the free kick. The goalkeeper should be favorite. He collects it very easily into his wet gloves. Throws one to Ase Dewia, but Eugenio has spotted something and he momentarily stops play. We've seen many goals in this competition. Coach, do I refer to him now as Coach Theophila Chico, who saw 6 goals in the third place match. There was a game we saw another 5 goals semi-final. Are we likely to see goals in this one?
Yes, I think so. I think I'm seeing more improved impact of the team. Like the games I saw them play previously, more opening their attacking options. And it makes it more easy for the back spaces to be open. Same thing with Lofa County. I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of this game,
a very ambitious effort from the Nimayan number 30, Lao Miao, striking from over 42 yards, and Vernon Smith Jawash is still harmlessly over his post and behind for a goal kick. He places the ball on the 6-yard line with his pale pink shirt, right-footed, black shoes, kicks it up on the halfway line. James Tapper gives chase. Nimba clear off balance. Now here Tapper 24 yards up, left channel, trying to break in. He shoots right-footed. It comes off the frame of the goal and sails behind for a goal kick.
Yeah,
that's a sign of intent.
It kisses the crossbar just inches off target, and it's just an indication of what Lofa County has started to do. Then I need to tell you, probably you haven't noticed that Nimba County defense. They are playing 3 in defense,
Okay.
and it makes it a bit easy for James Tapper to drift in and out of that defense. But even under Red Nimba as well, they know what that game is all about.
Pascal managed to hook the ball over the halfway line, throw in to Nimba. Lamiao takes it long, taps in by Samuka, flying. That's a swing of a boot from Emmanuel Sie. He's guilty. Nate with inside the Lofa half, free kick to Lofa. Second treatment that Pascal Harris will be going through 1 minutes of the first half, Martina.
It's been a long time.
That's the second treatment he's going on. When they play about 9 minutes.
It's just an indication that the tempo of this game is increased. You can say it's going to be like this throughout. Pascal should be aware of what task he has on him. He has to live up to it. But we will see more of this kind of tackles.
But that was a flying boot.
Yeah, it was.
Which is guilty.
It's guilty by the Nemayan player, but then there will always be some guilty movements, lots of guilty movements, because everyone is anxious to win it.
Long ball from Lofa. He said they headed away by Nimba. Only as far as Rabos. Rabos' header takes him off balance. It is other player for throw in to Nimba Fatsa on their left touchline, which left back Nelson Lao Miao will take. We have to wait for the ball a little because it just bubbles over the environment ball over the far side of the field. Again, Pascal Harry goes to ground. He's having deep conversation with referee Juhinho Morris. He's going to be sent up, probably blood coming from his head.
bleeding.
So for the moment, Lofa are temporarily down to 10 men. The other number 4 is off the pitch, Kia Zulu, and so is Pascal. So Nima have possession with throw on the red touchline with CA. CA drops the ball, looking for his right back to take the one. Just about leveled up with the right edge of the Lofa penetrated area. It's going to be a long attacking throw, which will be delivered by left back Liam Miao. He throws it on the edge of the 6 penalty area. There's a header. They come flashing wide and behind for a goal kick. But again, Nima coming so close, and that player in the frame, I have to say, was Marlo Johnson.
Yes, good header. The power is in it, you can see. And the English player want to be ahead in this game. They don't want to chase this game.
He gets the contact. Like Theo said, the intent is clear, but he doesn't put it on target. 0-0, and we play almost 11 minutes of the first half. There is Nima now. CA cuts the ball back to Dewia. Dewia goes to the ground looking for the whistle. He gets it as it's been fouled by Lawrence Kume. 4 yards over the halfway line, slightly right of the center cycle. Dewia, ball up, it comes off his chest, and the Lofian defender clears it up Dewia for a throw into Lofa. Number 18 for Lofa will take this throw to Musiaya. I love this name.
Yeah, typical Nimba name.
It's to Musiaya.
Yeah.
So to Musiaya, number 18, Lofa wearing his wet shoes will take this throw midway inside their own half. He's taken it in the path of Tape, but Tape opposite number. I said they were heading away. There is a chance now for Nima to get the ball forward. CA again, Tomo Siaya. Still CA on the red edge of the penalty. They were trying to bamboozle his marker. He checks on his right foot, then left the ball low on his left. It not next to Musiaya, but picked up by a green shirt of Lufa. Giving it away to Ase Dewia. Samoka on the edge of the penalty area. And then the ball goes back to Liam Mia, who strikes it long. Almost 60 yards up. And Vienna Smith got it beyond goal kick.
Yeah, Nimba are doing well. They're keeping possession, keeping the ball to the floor, making incursions, knocking at the doors of Lofa County. But then Lofa will just not open those doors too early. They want to be strong and see how well they can come back and Nimba.
Martina, do we have a balanced funnel?
I think so, and I want to disagree with Theophilus' earlier prediction that there may be so many goals in this game. But with the way both sides are playing, I'm not sure as to whether the winners from today's match will win by more than 2 goals.
I said here we are on the edge of the penalty. It goes the cut. It's been pleaded for the cut up there by the skipper, Kiakula, in behind for the first corner of the match, taking shot. Oh, another injury concern for Lofa County.
Martina, having said that, that makes the quality team. You know, it tells everyone out there that our team is quality. Good analysis, different perspective, and it makes it a very great team. You know,
here is that Nima attack again. First time ball in from Asset Area. Very clever player from Muscat FC, but even Kiakode was equally even to it to just cut it back technically and behind for the first corner of the match. Great defending from Kiakode, even a better football from Asset Area. So concerned again to Lofa County. They've been struggling with this in the opening quarter of an hour in this 2023 National Camp is supposed to be. Martina Brooks is here with Theophilus Chico. This is Golugo on your television, and we have the corner retaken. As a day we are swings the red footer towards the back post. Free header comes in over Smith crossbar. 0-0, 40 minutes on the clock. Martina, we've seen quality football. To enter in this stadium, the least ticket is $5. Do you think supporters are getting a worth of their ticket, even though the stadium hasn't started erupting yet?
I think they are getting more, and you agree with me that with what we've seen around the stadium so far, you can easily predict the reactions of the fans whenever And I'm telling you, when they first go to school, I can easily predict the reaction because we saw what happened when the team walked in at first during the 10th march.
Jeans. That was an effort from Rabos. He missed Q, taking the 24 yards, trying to try his luck, but he's still almost a yard and a half off the target. So as Martina was saying, injury concern to Lofa. They are going to make the first change. It's a forced change. Rudolph Kemoka will come in to replace a player who has pulled a muscle. And not far, Abraham Kiazulu. You don't want to make an early change. There is Nima trying the attack play 1-2 on the edge of the penalty area with Samuka. Still Samuka, 30 yards, sprays it nicely. Looking for CA. CA keeps playing it with the cross. CA was the left with the shot. It's behind for goalkeeper. But great football, Nima.
Yeah, but he shouldn't have come for the goalkeeper first post. I think he should have gone for the last post. Good play. He crosses, squares it. It's deflected. The defender brings it back right in front of him. It's a left footer. He should have gone for the wide angle instead of coming close. But probably he wanted to just take the goalkeeper by surprise.
That was fantastic from CA. So there is a change. Abraham Kiazulu that's Rudolph Kemoka is being introduced. And I must mention that Abraham Kiazulu party is over. He lasted only 60 minutes of this final of the 2023 county meet. There is Lofa now, pushing from the right channel, inside the box, chance to bring in the cross. The goalkeeper is right at the near post, and he gathers it comfortably. Now Nima change the defense to attack. I said, here we are cutting around a couple of the green shirt and giving the ball away, giving the ball to Samuka. He's on a 17 player. He lifted nicely, right foot with blue shoes, picking up another red shirt. CA, then there is C. C now, couple of steps over, the ball is being blocked by Soto Rabos. Soto Rabos. Taper, Norse. Rudolph gets his first touch, giving the ball away to a red shirt, and then Lofa recovers possession. Lawrence Kumer trying to run inside the center cycle. He's been fouled in the process. Morris agrees because the referee is only 3 yards away from the scene. Free kick, Lofa. Nima has looked the most threatening side in the last 2 minutes or so. But now it is Nima possession. For the moment, you have 9 outfield players in the half of Nima as a free kick has been taken. Another away. In goes the strike there, right foot that the keeper dives to his right. He might have taken a touch of a tier 1, and Lofa do have a corner far side of the field, Martina.
Thank you so much, Ben. I think it's the first corner for Lofa County. We don't know what this will mean for the Lofian side, but so far the defense has been composed. The attackers have really not been doing well, but this could be an opportunity to open the.
So the corner is again. They have done here for the dead ball situation after keeping their defense tight, and Nima have had the best chances in the match. Lofa have drawn first blood in this 2022-2023 county final year at the SKD. After 90 minutes, Lofa won, Nima nil. Martina.
This is what happens, Ben. When you have an opportunity in a football match, you take advantage of that and do what you can do. Like I was saying before the goal was scored, this was an opportunity for Lofa County to register the first goal of the tournament, knowing that the defense has been composed, the strappers have not been ready to
they have started to do. They have their noses in front. 18 minutes in this game, and it's Lofa who takes the lead.
Pascal Harris, having struggled 3 times with treatment, he scores from the dead ball situation. There he is on your screen. He's walking away from the penalty from the 6-yard area. He's about 12 yards away. The penalty, the ball has been delivered inch perfectly. The keeper had a touch on it, but not sufficient to take it away from goal. Yeah. Pascal Harris scores the first goal of this county meet.
Yeah, good thinking, Ben. He knocks it on the floor. It is coming up. The goalkeeper is going to the floor. The ball is coming up. It makes it difficult for him. Good thinking. Good goal there from Pascal Harris. And Lofa County have erupted the Samuel Kayendo Sports Complex into a rapturous glee. It's game on, Martina.
Game on, Martina.
It's game on.
The food is ringing.
And now you understand why everyone was trying to keep Pascal in his little box. This guy is dangerous. He's a force to contend with. Let's keep him behind because the least mistake we make and he gets the ball, he takes advantage of that, and that's what we are saying already. We have a fan on the
Bravos.
stadium.
Now, Lofa attacking for the second year, but a spectator just jumped on the pitch. And
These things happen. Even in Europe, it happens.
I love the picture I'm seeing.
There
That's extraordinary.
are boys everywhere across the
Nothing
globe.
care about
And
the
Martina, I'm
team.
just talking about even in Europe.
He doesn't
This is
care
the
about the
beauty
team. He's
of
right
football.
now, but he's excited.
Wow.
He's too excited.
So
He's been
it's
swift to
Lofa
pick up.
County.
Yeah, I think it's from Lofa.
Yeah,
I think he's
from
getting a
Lofa.
red card.
Oh, he's been red carded.
I'm saying I think he's gonna get a red card.
He should get a red card, but he doesn't care if he goes up.
Yes.
Uh,
One thing they show is Lofa is in the lead.
Lofa in the league, but he be ushered out.
Yeah.
Can they give him a
So
second
he's
chance?
being ushered out, and I'm not sure whether
He's not going to watch the final again.
No,
Yeah.
just on the court.
Yes,
He's been whisked away.
Yes.
But we're back onto the Asham. Nimba Trail, Lofa go to nil. These are 20 minutes here at the SKD, live on Intel Sports. Long ball. Tomusiaya can keep it in play. This other play for a throw in right in front of the Lofians technical area to Adewia. Nimba Trail by a goal to nil. Adewia looking playing long there, but Vanna Smith is off for Islam to raise a header. One swoop to pick up possession safely for Lofa. Lofa have been in the final 3 times, 2 times in the last 3 years, and they won the penultimate. They lost the penultimate edition, I must mention, and they won it 2 years ago. Throw in to Nimba on their red touchline. Lifted towards the halfway line, other play for a throw in to Lofa. Tomusiaya will take the throw for Lofa. He's in no hurry to take the throw. The lead by a goal to nil. Tomusiaya, but it's still a long way out to go. There's
Indeed.
90 minutes we're talking about.
Still very much a long way to go there. Still got something like an hour to go in this game.
Tap in.
It is, yeah.
Picking up Soiree. Good football from Lofa. Rabos inside the red channel, a couple of steps over. In goes the pass, caught up by the Nimayans. Yes, Samokan are breaking away from him. I love the touch looking for the asset there. We are the only found Timusiaya with the wet shoes. Timusiaya picks up James Tapper on the left touch now. Tapper crossing 6 yards up. Taking on asset there. We are in goes the cross only as far as Wanzo. Wanzo attacking for Lofa on the left touchdown over the far side of the field. He's been brought down 10 yards short of the halfway line. Free kick. That's according to Juhinho Morris. Lamiao will take the free kick for Nimba. They throw by a goal to nil. Picks up Samuka. Samuka lifted sweetly, looking for Moba. Moba having some problem with Jeremiah Johnson, but contents well. Then Nimba coming towards the halfway line now. Attacking, there is Sie. Sie has Dewia as an option. Then trying to cut in on his left. Still Dewia with the orange captain arm there. Trying to check up on the green shirt. Brings in Samuka. Samuka playing the ball back to C. Good football for Nimba. Still keeping possession. Trying to break from the left touchline. In goes across. It's been easy to hook there. The goal scorer is there. And the long footed just by around 19 yards out. Still Akinasine. Wow. It is 24 minutes on the clock. Lofa 1, Nimba 0. It is Pascal Harris, the center half, the goal scorer from this junction. Teofila Jiga can drive you through to the brink of the first half whistle.
Indeed, Ben, thanks so much. And also a big thank you to Martina Brooks to be here as our analyst, our lead analyst and summarizer is Vina Smith. It's a long one from Lofa County into the center cycle. Nimba is hard pressed, and that Lofa County attacker. And I love his height. He's got criteria. He wears the number 3 shirt for Lofa County. He's got great pace. Saw him the other time, the semi-finals game. He was explosive. Lofa. Long ball into Nimba's half. Chase the ball. Tap it. Gets it. You have to keep it in play. He does. And he brings it back to his teammate. It's to Messiah. He puts it there. Go. Lofa County. Nimba County was played into the center cycle. Picked up by Nimba. Long ball away from commentary position. It's intended there for the Chapo number 23 shot is cover. Moba. Cover doesn't get it, and it goes into touch from a Lofa County defender, Lawrence Johnson. And it's Lofa who are on the back foot now. It's a throw in. It's going to be taken by a Nimba County player. Expected to be a long one in behalf of Lofa County. Long throw taken. Headed outside by Lawrence Kuman. Still just to a Nimba County player. Lofa still under pressure. Nimba still knocking. Nimba finds it.
Yeah, I like the pressure. Nimba,
want to come back on level terms.
they have to come back. They apply the pressure. You can't take your foot off the gas. You have to keep asking, and you hope the opposition can make a mistake. But I like their composure, passing the ball around, trying to create space. That's fantastic.
Bena Smith, long ball, looking for Tumen Saya. Saya goes against Isaac Dewier. It is Isaac Dewier who commits the foul in the process. And Tumen Saya is on the floor for Lofa County, the referee, to handle, encourages him to get back on his feet. Play will start. Lando Kaikula, long ball into the half of Nimba County. And it's headed off. It is a corner kick. A corner kick there. Every corner kick
Another corner again.
We say is a possible goal to Lofa County get something from this one. Yes. Then you can hear them. We want goal. They're singing.
Still is electrifying.
Yes. Corner kick. 1-1 taken. Extra go up and sneak away from that defense. From the entire Lofa County team, the ball beats him. Wabe wants a header. It's a throw in to be taken by Lawrence Cooper. He's looking for those long throws. Reminds me of the lap in the Premier League. Long one taken by Lawrence Cooper. The ball is bubbling. It's picked up by the Nimba County goalkeeper, Eric Tiawan. I've got something to produce before the end of this first half.
I like the way they play. You have to be patient. You have to keep the ball around. I mean, that has to come with too many psychological, impact in the game. And the more you hold the ball, you are able to create something. If you hit the ball over here, they get guys volleying it, guys hacking it, then you get tired, and then you run out of steam. But I think the Nimayans are very patient. They push the ball around, and I think their patience will pay dividend. For the moment, all the noise inside. Yeah, it's been made by most fans that are wearing the green shirts, around the Lofians, but I think it's still a long way, or 29 minutes on the clock.
Martina, you're looking down the pitch.
It is the third person, because I think two have come from outside and one from
Across
the other side. So it's a tension packed game, and I would advise anybody listening or watching who's outside and still want to make their way in. You know how Liberians are when it comes to the things they are passionate about. They should just stay where they are because in here is already overcrowded and the heat is so much and it's attention packed in. So just stay wherever you are. Ben.
Okay, so as Martina is saying, the tension is also off the field as well. But we just hope the medical guys that are around take siege of the of the situation. Too many thousands of people in.
Boy to Nimba Counties, headed by Lawrence Kuman. Lofa County will pick up the pressure, but the referee sounds as well. So, Nimba.
The fourth person is being carried already. And I hope something can be done about that so that this game ends on a very joyous note for everyone.
Okay, so Tio having some sort of technical position with the crew. Just received message that the audio not running through the party. Johido Morris, the Mayan wall, who should be 10 feet away. The ball is 10 yards in from the left touchline. Tomutsiaya will take it. He takes a shot in the path of Lawrence. Lawrence comes strikes on long distance. It's well wide.
It's way off target, Lawrence Kuman.
And so
apologies there, dealing with some technical issues, but
Tio was trying to check on that. So receive communication that
32 minutes in this game and still Nimba chasing this game. Let's keep it up. He's offside. Is it? See. On level terms. The defense of Lofa County for a moment.
and the ball drops straight through to Emmanuel. He's not more than 13 yards away, from the goalkeeper. He takes a red footer. They had no answer about it. I think a defender of Lofa slipped in the process.
Yes.
You don't want to slip over there.
Yes.
You don't want to make mistake. But the mistake was corrected. Emmanuel see pulls Nima level. It's a fun of 2023. Lofa won Nima 134 minutes.
And it makes the final even more interesting. Looking at the scored line, and the goal scorer was totally unmarked. Ben, he was unmarked, so he made use of the opportunity that was given him.
And Martina, what do you think of Tio when he said we'll see Flores? We're contesting that.
Martina is beginning to believe in me now.
I still disagree with the fact that the winners of tonight's match will now win more than 2 goals or so.
Yes, us attacking inside the red channel. CS trying to check his run. He comes back, connects Tewia. Tewia swiftly get around the green shirt, goes over the backboard. It's been noted down. Overhead kick of power 7 yards up. They just flash it harmlessly across the face of goal and behind goalkeeper Finan Smith.
Yes, the boys from the Wologisi Mountain versus the boys from the Nimba Mountains. They are at each other's frontier, Ben, and you can say they are equal to the task. It's Wologisi who came out first. The Nimba boys have responded. It's 1-1. And we just said the SKD was pregnant and was waiting to deliver. Has it delivered now?
Okay, Jeremiah Johnson fanning up challenge, but he's guilty of bringing down his team. And his free kick, his opposite is opponent, so his free kick to Nima. Josiah Sie is fouled just on the edge of his own penalty area. But Josiah Johnson, I would prefer Jeremiah Johnson. I would prefer calling JJ. So free kick to Nima. The Nimayans are making the noise now inside the SKD. They've come from behind to pet Lofa back 1-1. 25 minutes clock. James Tapper with overhead kick. Free kick. That's according to Juninho Morris to Nima. 10 yards in from the red touchline. Just 20 yards over the halfway line. Samuka leaves in for the experience out there. There we are looking to flip the ball on the edge of the penalty area. 3 green shirts locking there. Pascal Harris trying to monitor the green Nimaya shirt. Keeper Campbell fisted touchfully. Lawrence Kumet is there. Free kick. Vinan Smith is fouled in the process, but I like the way Smith went on that one, Martina. If you are a goalkeeper, you have to make your presence felt in the penalty area.
You have to make your decision fast as to whether you want to punch the ball, grab it, or do whatever, but you have to make your decision fast depending on how the ball comes at you. And I think he was very slow on that.
Pascal Lombard picking up Morris. That's Jeremiah Johnson. He's been flagged for handball. Correct decision.
Yeah, decision. Tries to play around the referee, Jeremiah. The referee sees that. It should be the 5th of the 6th person that has been.
That's the 6th person, because the 5th person passed 5 minutes ago.
Free kick Nima. Lofa 1 on Pascal, the goal scorer for Lofa. Head set away. Pick up here by a red shirt. And then Timothy goes to ground. You have to be strong, son. You have to tell we are. It was a chair. Classy header comes in. Flashes jet across the face of goal. And behind for goalkeeper.
Yes, Marlon
Johnson.
One, yes, good one there. Say on the side of his head. And it goes sneaking up the face of the goalpost.
Marlon Johnson played second division for Ghana Build FC. The striker coming close to making the 2-1 for Nima. Now here is Johnson. Taps the ball to the influential Dewia. Dewia lifting the ball long. Headed that from a red shirt. Easy for Vinan Smith to pick up this one. I think for the moment, Lofa looks a little bit dejected.
Yes, I think that goal must have taken some steam out of them. And he's pushing Nima, who are knocking some Lofa, trying to force them to open.
And Martina, it's 7 minutes at the brink of the first half whistle, but for the moment, you would think that Lofa will want the first half whistle to go and rest.
That's why I think they both had in time to rest, but I'm very sure that that they will keep the pace as it is and let how competitive the match is at the moment.
Vinan Smith and the pacier of the 2 goalkeeper. He goes long over the halfway line. Clear on the volley. Looking for Johnson. Johnson checks his run. Picks up covered Morba. Morba 25 yards off. Goes in back to Johnson. He's at the left channel. Johnson trying to square it, but he's been technically caught up by Pascal Harris. Harris knocks the ball short for the Rebels. Rebels leaves. Jeremiah Johnson takes over. Brings in Lawrence Kume, who knocks it sweetly. Looking for Rebels down this left-hand side. Tapper trying to put it wrong. Timothy has been caught up here. Samuka skips away sweetly from the sub of Lopa Kemoka. Then looking for the goal scorer, Sie. And then this Lofian defender, the skipper taps it over the dead ball line. That's poor defending.
Defender rule.
That's poor defending.
Safety first. Yes. Safety first. The first thing you want to do is to save your team.
Nima coming alive. And I cannot bet that Nima cannot score a second goal before the first half whistle. Throw in Nima. Nelson Liao Mi Liao Mi will take the throw. The matter enforcer left back. He takes a long header away by Greenshell. Back to Nelson Liao Mi, who lifts a left footed header again. Only as far as another red shirt goes to ground play. Continue referee said free kick. And then Lofa restarts the play with Soiree. And then two players on the floor. Make it 3. Samuka is sitting, trying to look on his right foot. But Rabos, that Soiree is on the ground. Is that Cesar Rabos of Lofa is on the ground? I think Ase Dewia is up. But we have a temporary stop to the game. 1-1 fair result so far.
Yeah, it's a hard tempo game in terms of counter meet. I think we've seen the best from the two teams. We did say it would be an open game. Indeed, it is an open game. We don't have too many goals. Maybe the proving contrary, as Martina said. But yes, I mean, we can credit the two teams. They've given it their best, and they've made it an entertaining game so far. Man.
We talk about the goals. We talk about Madam Pascal Harris. We're talking about the slip there. And then Nima equalizing. Have you come to realize that on yesterday, Nima won the third place in basketball? Lofa won the third place in basketball, beating Nima. And then in the football category, Nima won the final. Lofa won the final, beating Nima again. And Lofa took the lead in this one. They were winning before Nima pegged them back 1-1. If they go on the win, Lofa, they will complete the hat trick. Yes. Over one opponent. That's what they want to do. Over one opponent.
And this is what Nimba want to avoid with as a way possession.
Today we are running across, then trying to look for Samaka. Caught up well by Soiree. He plays a low angle ball, picking up Lawrence Kumen. Kumen brings in Soiree. That's Rabos. Rabos giving the ball away to the center half of Nima. Now here is Nelson. Liao Miao trying to look for the goal scorer. Sie, who left the ball behind. Long ball into uncharted territory, and I think for the first time in more than 5 minutes, the Mayan goalkeeper can have a touch of the ball because Vernon Smith has been the best year of the two goalkeepers. Now Nimba giving the ball away. Lofa trying to skip over the far side with Rabos inside the rectangle. Toss the ball back to Lawrence, who produced a brilliant stop there. Nima producing that brilliant stop. Sliding challenge comes in from Kiakula over the dead ball line. Throw into Nima, just about leveled up with the edge of their own penalty area over the far side of the field. Well, we're having a quiet stadium. Most supporters in here from Lofa County, to be honest. And I think the Nimayans have silenced them.
Yeah, they have silenced them. There's no noise.
CAN skipping away from a green shirt. Free kick. Morris was right on the scene. Nima with the free kick. 20 yards inside the half of Lofa. Left off the center cycle. Samuka, who plays for Lead Football Academy and Labrador U17 side, will take this kick. He just steps away 2 paces with that blue shoes. Trujillo Morris's whistle go. Right footer on the edge of the penalty area. Headed away partially. Timusaya completes the clearance on the play for throw in. And see, Nelson Liao Mi will run more than 60 yards from his left back position to come and take a throw.
Yes, because he wants to throw it in the form of the lap in the English Premier League. It's a long throw anticipated. Nimba has been making use of those throws. Let's see what they can do with this one.
Samuka wants it quickly. Liao Mi ignores Samuka. He goes long inside. Mino had come from behind to lead. Lofa by 2 goals to 1. It was a daring header. It might not see it again. And I was just saying, I could not bet a penny that Nima will not score before the first half whistle. In this final, 2023, Nima had come from behind to peg Lofa back. It's Lofa 1, Nima 2.
And I see former national team player Sekou Jabate rejoicing for Nima County. It's a woman. Samuel Curry is complex. I see that was guys in the green and all silent.
The Greens have been silenced.
It's a power drive from Sier.
Yeah,
The throw is taking. He's in the air above that defense.
that's a powerful
It's a
header.
powerful header. 6 goals to his credit.
6 goals.
To his
Let
credit.
this come maturity. Samuka keep running for the fast throw.
Yes.
And Nelson,
Yeah.
ignore him.
And said, I want to play in the box. I think there is somebody that we can finish this one. And then that's the beauty of football. You got to have players who can think and make things happen for you, who can turn games around. At that moment, that was the turning point. He says, I'm going to play in the box. Let's see what's going to happen.
The Lions are making all the noise inside here as Vanna Smith receives treatment.
And Ben, if the scoreline remains like this until we go for our first half break, I can simply say that the second half is going to be really tense.
It's going to be
Because
tense.
Lofa has something to prove, and Nimba has something to prove, and the both teams are going head to head this evening at the SKD. So we see how it plays out.
Too many people dancing in red shirts. There are somebody in blue shirts. Our back, they are dancing.
There's a lot surrounding this game. Lofa County in the group stage beat Nimba, and Lofa County had to beat Bombing, was it? To help make Nimba to qualify. Not to help now, but Nimba had to qualify on the back of that defeat that Lofa gave Bombing. Nimba are here now. They say, well, we are here in the grand finals. We will play to the best of our ability.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they are doing now.
And prior to now, the Laliats and North was coming actually from the Lofian side.
Yeah.
Because I think tonight, if you look around, they are in the majority. And I was wondering at the start of the game, like, where are the Nimba fans? But I can see that the Lofians have been silenced.
I think the Lions have the mature offense, to be honest. They are being outnumbered inside this ground.
Exactly.
But
Yes.
I mean, to come from her to lead 2-1 on the sugar after, what else can you say? 1-1 for them, fantastic.
Fantastic, man. And beyond that, you have to be a strong psychological team. When you want to win big games, your psyche should be strong. The mentality, mental toughness. I think they brought that in this game, and it is showing. It's working for them.
Vanna Smith still receiving treatment. The local goalkeeper, Edison Tobo is warming up. I see Coach Sanders looking very energetic, understandably animated on the edge of his own technical era. His local side have been pegged back from 1-0 up in the opening minutes or so. They now have to turn this game around. Okay, as we play into the 12th minute of added on time. Nimba playing 3 at the back, having some problem. Jeremiah Johnson for long range. Just so agonizing it wide and behind for goal.
Yeah, Dr. Striker's attitude, striking, and it's just off target.
And Martina, good response from Lofa.
A very cool one from Nimba County. So we see how it ends out for Lofa County, where it remained at 2-1 at the final whistle.
I don't think so.
Will Lofa put one back?
I don't think so.
How bad this game ends, but I think we'll have a tension mark.
I believe so.
Final if the scoreline remains like this until the whistle is blown.
The floodlights are on already. Yeah, at the SKD. Now it's Rabos breaking away on the edge of the rep. Happening there. Into the crowd. Lawrence come out there. They just still agonizing the behind for goal kick. But that was a great chance.
Yes, fantastic moment. Lawrence gets on it, but just inches target. But that was a good cross and a good header for Lawrence. He finds himself in the box and he hits it on his head.
And aside from that, that's a very decent run from Kume. He makes a run from deep in midfield. He's not a point striker. Gets there in time. After arriving, he takes a header. The pass coming from Rabos, which is fantastic. The header is even fantastic, but he doesn't hit the tip.
Yes, I mean, he's been making those runs even for his club. FC, he's got 10 goals to his credit as an attacking midfielder. You must credit him.
And how sort of influence the early substitution of Lofa County is having on this game. Does it have any bearing to withdraw Kiazulu early because of foot injury and then bring in Kemoka?
Yes, I would think so. I think, he was the man to have kept that defense clean and to pull him out for whatever reason, the injury it was, and I think it has had some impact on them.
Samuka. The ball just runs off Samuka. And then Lofa. There is Nimba now. Kamara. Kamara being caught in possession. Lofa trying to race on here. 4 against 5. James Tapper breaking away towards the left side, inside the left channel. Checks on his right foot, cross the ball back. And this substitute, I think, number 11, Mohamed Fofana, who has been thrown on as a first half substitute. Did he come in for Timosia? I want to believe so. Number 30. That's Eric Yancey. Eric Yancey has come in, I think, for Timosia. The long throw has been taken. Goalkeeper Tier 1 collects it majestically and goes down just on the edge of his own goal area.
Interested in the first half is in the 50th minute.
We had an injury to Finan Smith over there when that second goal went in. Yeah. And talking about the time going 5 minutes of added on time, that was the voice of Martina Brooks. Juninho Morris will have heard you, and so he sounded his first half whistle. This is a fantastic final for the 2022-2023 county meet. Lofa have come from behind a couple of times before. They did it against Grand Bassa in the quarters. They came from 2-1 down on the stroke of halftime to win by 3-2. You never doubt the heart of the Lofians in this competition. But for the most part, they have been pegged back here by a strong and a very, very psychologically strong Nemayan side who come from a goal down to lead by 2-1. First, Lofa took the lead from a dead ball situation. Pascal Harris heading unstoppably from the corner in the net of Nimba to lead by a 0-0. And Nimba never lied down so easily, and they crafted an equalizer of their own. When the single defender of Lofa slipped, Emmanuel Sear took control and fired from 13 yards up to drag Nimba back level in the tie. And as the game will progress, the steady Nimba pressure will mean that Emmanuel Sear again will head unstoppably from a dead ball situation after he was being fed by Nelson Niao or Limao of Nimba County. The first half score from the ATS here is Lofa Nimba 2. ATS, look at that. From the SKD, it's Lofa 1 Nimba 2. We'll get a toss firstly of Teofila Chico.
Well, then, I love when you say ATL, but it's not ATL. Let me just remind you.
I just take out in my office.
Yes. It's not the National League.
And then they scare away. But anyway, that's the beauty of the commentary. But as you said, fantastic stuff here. Nimba County, they held that nerve. They stood strong and they came back very, very, very strong. And then in front, they put their noses in front of Emmanuel Sear. Fantastic game. Martina will sum us up, and then we'll wrap it up for the first half and come back later on.
Okay, thank you. Quickly, one of the things that attract people to this kind of meeting is what. So I just wanted to see what we have. It may be unofficial, and these are now all of the prices. But from one of the sponsors, Winners Incorporated, the football champions will walk away again. Disclaimer, this is unofficial. From Winners aside, the football champions will walk away with $1 million Liberian dollars. The keeper champion, 300,000 Liberian dollars. The basketball champions, 300,000. The MVP for football will walk away with 150,000. The highest scorer in the football category will walk away with 150,000 Liberian dollars, while MVP walks away with 150,000, and the best young player will walk away with 100,000 Liberian dollars. And these are some of the things that attract the players to the national county beat year in, year out.
So the voice that you heard is of Martina Brooks. She's sitting alongside me. Yeah, it's been a very emotional 45 minutes. It hasn't been with all headlines. Very, very catchy. We've seen some great goals here. We've seen some good emotional response from teams. Okay. Lofa scoring first. They were pegged back. Okay. But Nimba will level the team. Will level the area. And then As we're bearing down on the first half whistle, a long throw from Nelson Liao Mi, headed in unstoppably by Emmanuel Sie, the second of the night, and second Nima to put them in a 2-1 slender but very crucial lead at halftime. We will check the stats for you very, very quickly, but I tell you what, for the moment, it's all about Nima County at the SKD. They've shown resolve, they've shown strength, they've shown character, they've shown everything you will want for your team to show when they are down. I thought the play not going in their favor. The Lofians came here in dominant green sports. They took a tour around the state in which they were greeted. When the Nimayans came here in the royal blue and wet Air Force One sneakers, they were hustled, they were peppered, missiles were thrown at all corners of the pitch, even with the presence of police that tried to guard them around the stadium. They could not even make that guarded tour. But they kept their cool. The stadium is against them. Their supporters have been outnumbered in Nima County, even though they have a bigger population than Lofa. But in this North County derby, it is Nima who come from behind to lead Lofa in the 2023 County Meet final by 2-1. Chispera Chico is still here with me.
Okay. That's what I was talking about. I just said that, the statistics are there. You can read them for yourself. But talking about how the Lions, kept their cool with the water bottles, bags of water were being thrown at them. For me, it wasn't professional. The intent of this tournament, this competition, is to build unity, is to keep the peace alive, is to keep us together, to have fun. When Lofa County came to nobody threw a bottle of water at them, nobody threw anything at them. Everybody applauded them, they walked off. But when they back in, the fans of Lofa just surprisingly did the unexpected. In football term, that is you can say, oh, it is unprofessional. You can't do that for me. So what?
That is barbaric.
Yes. So I thought for a moment it took away something from the country, and that alone probably on that playing pitch has aggravated the boys of Nimba County, and they will play beyond themselves on the pitch so that you learn to respect us next time. But to sum it up, they have to unite. Liberians don't have to behave like this. This is not what we expect from them. This is not what we expect from us as Liberians. This is just about having fun, keeping the spirit alive. I think we should be keeping the spirit alive.
So the stars were up. Lofa created more chances, more attempts. But again, what will be remembered, it will be the 2 attempts or 2 shot and goal that Nima created, or send and goal, and the score from both of the occasions. So what that tells me is that Lofa may look like maybe creating more chances, but Nima creative.
Yes, then that's football for you. The quality of the finishing makes it good, makes you a good team. You may create the chances, as many chances as you have on the net. It doesn't make you a quality team, it may make you a wasteful team. But Nimba has known in this game, they did not have the chance to create many chances, but the few chances, 1 or 2 chances that they had, when Lofa were in the lead, they made use of those chances. They brought themselves back on level term. Now they are going ahead. It just sums up the this mental toughness that they bring to this game. And you can say, if Lofa keep at low level, and Nimba comes in the second phase of this game, and they keep at that level, they keep the strength, they keep the composure, it will be Nimba taking the day.
But there's still big 45 minutes to go as you watch it happen. There is the problem. That's where Lofa with that one slip. You don't want to slip at that height of the defense. And we are gift to Emmanuel Sie. When the center defender slipped, he was right on it, He pounced quickest to get possession of it. He allowed the ball to run past him, and all he was doing was to keep his concentration and to crack from 12, 13 yards up. He took it effectively. Vanna Smith went in rush, but obviously you cannot hold a goalkeeper responsible from 12, 13 yards when his defender has slipped, and that was an equalizing. But I was suddenly just read in my mind that Nimba, who had just scored again, I just had that increasing feeling because they were the better side. They were attacking so good. They were keeping their composure, and that didn't come until when they won the throw. And some of guys ran towards Nelson Liami and said, "Take the throw shot to me." He said, "No, kid, just wait. I want to take it long." And he just powered the ball straight on the head of Emmanuel Sie, who headed from 7 yards unstoppably, beating Vanna Smith. I think he had a touch of the ball, he couldn't keep it away. Again, I will have to say probably that throw one of those throws that Rory Tilak used to throw in the Premiership when he was playing for Stoke City.
Okay, so Ben, fantastic analysis. We will take a break, take a message from our sponsors, Marcella Mitao, and then when we come back, we continue the second half of this game.
By 1985, Liberia was the largest exporter of iron in Africa, ranked 7th among world exporters of iron ore with 16. Despite this outstanding feat, Liberia's position in the global mining industry significantly declined as a result of the country's crisis from 1989 to 2003. In its transition to peace and democratic governance, Liberia was yet in a fragile state as thousands of mostly anxious young people could return to conflict again if the dividends of peace did not start to flow fast. And that's when the global steel and mining giant ArcelorMittal stepped in with over $1.7 billion investment.
I believe, again, the circumstances and it's only good for us, but it is also going to be of great benefit for the country.
ArcelorMittal's investment rebuilt critical infrastructure, led the way and hired thousands of Liberians to begin the process of restoring Liberia's once booming iron ore industry back on the international stage. In addition, ArcelorMittal worked closely with the country's first post-war administration and the current to ensure the benefits for the people directly through the Social Development Fund, through which ArcelorMittal has paid up to US $50 million for development in its host communities. These payments exclude millions of dollars in direct dollars.
Metal still did well for us, and they trained us. They gave us technical training, and that training was very important. The training we are putting in, so we are very
nearly 20. ArcelorMittal has been providing quality jobs, paying high-value taxes, and contributing to the overall economic development of Liberia, able partner. This is an indication that ArcelorMittal is committed to remaining a leader in Liberia's resurgent mining sector for days to come, demonstrated by the commencement of the project, which will see an additional US $1.2 billion investment in the Liberian economy. This effort will create up to an additional 3,000 direct jobs while promoting local content and services by prioritizing qualified local vendors for implementation. Testaments of Asilometal's commitment to a prosperous Liberia are manifested in the company's deeds, which have been demonstrated at times, including Asilometal's decision to stay, while many others abandoned Liberia during the country's Ebola outbreak from 2014 to 2016, and now the COVID-19 pandemic. Because Liberia matters to us, Asilometal trains and trusts Liberia with greater responsibilities in our operations.
My name is Prince Davis. I came here as an operator.
I'm actually one of the mainline train driver. I started as a light vehicle driver. Upon my return, I became a train assistant and trained as a mainline train driver.
My name is Kibroti Wema. I entered in Asmo Metal as a machine operator with only one machine. But today, every equipment in Asmo Metal full operation in the entire Asmo Metal. I'm very, very much happy. Thankful to be the host of the family.
Ready to embark on direct shipping, or as we call it, to 15 million tons per annum of concentrate. And it is our intention to keep on going with the expansion to 30 million tons per annum, which will be a significant operation in Liberia, but also in total West Africa.
We do all this because we believe in Liberia's future.
By 1985, Liberia was the largest exporter of iron ore in Africa, ranked 7th among world exporters of iron ore with 16.2 million tons, or 4% total exports. This compared with its peak share of 7% of global exports in the 1970s.
Okay, welcome back. We are about to get the second half on the way. Lofa in all green, kicking from left to right. Nimat lead by 2-1, kicking from right. But briefly before I do, we have an executive of Riverside County. They crash out in at the hands of Nima by 3-2. Martina Brooks is here. Can introduce him before we look.
Opulent with the goalkeeper. The back passes are not always good. You can see Malu Johnson putting a run after Opulendo Kekula. 2 different occasions. Chose to send the ball back to the goalkeeper. Jeremiah Johnson making a run. Obstructed by Josiah C. And there was a foul. And a yellow card has been shown to Josiah C. I think Matt won from here because Jeremiah was just on an unrelenting run. Strictly, he was shooting for goal. And Josiah C. cleverly interrupted him and just intercepted the attack to call it off for Lofa. And a good decision from the referee too.
Yeah, that was a good defensive decision there by that Nimba County defender, making sure that he cut off that attack because Johnson was already on his way through to their half, and referee Junior Morris got it right because that was a yellow card foul, a rifle broken at the right time, and it's a free kick for Lofa County. And James Tappet, who is very good at taking these direct shots from set pieces, is also one of those players on the ball. Lawrence is also behind it. And we saw in the first game that's a fair play match where Adam got a goal from a free kick from similar position. So counted. We have to be very careful. The goalkeeper will have to communicate very well with his defensive wall, making sure that he keep his eyes on the ball and make the necessary move when needed in order to prevent his side from conceding a goal.
Eric Tiawan between the sticks for Nimba County. He is well on course to be the best goalkeeper of the tournament. He is the only goalkeeper that has played every minute of the tournament. For the father, Vinasume was substituted against Bon County. That's Grand Bassa, and also he's been substituted here today. So Eric Tiawana remains the only goalkeeper that has played every minute available to him in this tournament. Emmanuel C. looking for Terry Wanzo. Wanzo is in. And Wanzo puts it down. C. And a long one again. Just brilliant from Terry Wanzo with a very lovely cross. Emmanuel C. could not get a head on it. And the Nimba County captain, Isaac Dewey, got a shot in a rebound. And of course, it just went wide. But I think that was a very good chance for Nimba County again, coming close to just give Lofa County a mountain to climb here tonight.
A very good attack after Lofa County put up an attacking run. Nimba County tried to catch them on the back foot. But unfortunately, they couldn't get that ball at the back of the net, and there's nowhere as well. I think this time
and
around,
still Nimba County making a run. Emmanuel C. Just also.
I think Obilano Kekula has thought that yes, this is a mark man, so you have to do all you can to keep him by your side wherever he goes. Make sure you mark him, and that's how he was able to clear that ball off the goal line. Or as Emmanuel C was definitely going to get his head onto it and record his hat trick in this final.
Emmanuel C. He has scored twice here tonight, but he still appears to be more tested to get in as many goals as able to get here. He was just there for Terry Wanzo header across, but his head could not just touch it. As per regulations, the play will be restarted through a drop ball, and the referee, Georgina Morris, has done it. Pascal Harris now has it for Lofa County. Terry Wanzo on the back. Kekule. Still there, Lofa County. Across is there. Corner kick for the Wolosi boys. Just 8 minutes play in the second half. Nimba County is still enjoying a 2-1 lead. Along there, a header. Alberto Coco Suare. That just gonna go for the target. So this is the grand final of the 2022-23 National County Sports Meet. Live here on KMTV Liberia, and of course on the Alternative Youth Radio in Vondama. Nimba County and Malu Josie. Beautiful. Incredible there from Malu Josie, who had just given Nimba County a 3-1 lead here against Lofa. Great fight, great turnaround, great strike, and just a fantastic goal from Malu Josie. And it's 3-1 now for Nimba County. It's now becoming comfortable for the defending champions. Madonsi getting his first goal in the county next year. He scored twice in the quarterfinals. That's the semi-final against Grand Lodge. They were on the way to the 5th title and the first in 11 years. And tonight he has scored his first in the county meet next year, making it 3-1 for Nimba County, who are about lifting their 6th title and the second in succession for the 3rd time in the county meet. Just beautiful from Malu Johnson to make it 3-1 for Nimba.
They are champions to retain the title for the 3rd time, and Lofa County went on the attack, forgot their back line. Malu Johnson took his time on that ball. Pascal, who was attacking Malu, took his own time, gave Malu enough of space to bring the ball down his chest, position himself, and then over and tap on the ground. I mean, those are balls that give goalkeeper a very difficult time to make a save. So that before you get yourself back on the ground, I mean, it puts you in a very difficult position, and he wasn't lucky in that situation. And now Nimba County have doubled their lead here.
3-1 is on the score sheet, and all in the favor of defending champions Nimba County. I hear just writing their usual history, but in a very angry faction here tonight. This is a moment that Nimbayan everywhere, I mean just everywhere, will never stop loving. Malu Johnson, the God Dozen FC front runner, just getting his first goal in the county meet this year. Just to put Nimba County in a comfortable lead now and leaving Lofa with a mountain to. Josephus Mato sends it back to Eric Tiawan. For Nimba County, I think we're having a very poor lightning here at the SKD Stadium.
Well, that's something that you and how here that you played during the late evening hours. Definitely, the CAF or FIFA is not going to approve the stadium to host the game because the lighting is very poor. And according to sources, that's something that is expected to be done before match, where new lightings will be put up. I hope that that is executed before that time. And not just for the international game against South Africa, the next county meet. I mean, this is not how people would like to see the pitch. The players on such a poor lighting system.
I tell you, the stadium close three after being sanctioned by the World Football governing by the FIFA and last year partially CAF, allowing Liberia to host their CHAN qualifiers against Senegal here on the 24th of June, where they were heavily beaten. And this is a ground that is expected to host the Bafana Bafana of South Africa against the Lone Star of Liberia in March when they meet in the AFCON qualifiers. But Lofa County have a pair of substitution here, and Mohamed Fofana will be on as well, where his Babaku will also be coming on here. We have just hit the second half hour mark, so we have to. Can Lofa County still put up some fight and again turn things around so we can see the most ultimate drama? They have an easy run onto the throne. Second successive to lift their safe county meet title here tonight. Amara Kamara, go fight from the PV FC midfielder, looking for Malu Johnson. Johnson dispossessed. Lofa County will now build an attack for themselves. A track from outside. Just easy for area one. And he comfortably got hold of that. We are going on Voice of Gompa. And of course, on the coming through, and Josiah Lee. I think that was a very lucky clearance from Josiah C because he saw Lawrence Coleman and Jimmy was right mistake. Look at the opportunity to just pull one back and make things still static here.
Yep, a good defensive work there and a great run from Jeremiah Johnson. And I think Lofa County hasn't utilized his height. Despite that height, he hasn't had in any board. He hasn't made any threat to meet out of those crosses that have gone in. He hasn't been able to get his hair at the end of it. So I don't know exactly. I mean, that's something the team should take advantage of. The fact that James Tapper is not getting any chance, is not making a move, send in those crosses so that Jeremiah Johnson will be able to jump. And I mean, he has the height. So let's see if that can work this time around. If it can work, then you have to find another means because James Tapper is not just definitely getting those chances that he's supposed to get.
And Jeremiah Johnson scored for win back a semi-final. Very beautiful header he scored that night. But the beautiful thing is the two teams came from the same group. Obviously, they know how to tackle each other, and this is almost the same lineup that was being used when they faced up on the 18th of December in the preliminary rounds back in Vonjama on the 18th of December. Nimba County just enjoying what is going on here. The Lawrence County to Lofa County. James Tappe. Tappe is in. Name his way, James Tappe.
I think that was being very selfish. You have already brought the media way to this enter almost into the but the team is outstanding in front of goal waiting. I mean, that's a place you just have to send the ball to. It's possible that the opponent can even hit it and result to an own goal. So trying to shoot from that distance, that was very selfish of him.
And this is a corner kick delivery for Lofa County. Another corner kick given after being punched away by Lofa County. We have to always try to get the best of those set pieces that keep coming their way. Of course,
Man, Jeremiah Johnson, you have Samukai, they are all of great heights. James Tappe, not much as doesn't have that as compared to Jeremiah Johnson, but it's also good when it comes to head ups. So that's something you have to take advantage of whenever you have the chance for a corner, but chance to send those cross. But get those goals, but all of the crosses that have going for Lofa, I mean, no opportunity, no shot on target, no head up on target as all. I mean, that's something you've been very poor in. Look at Nimba County, as short Emmanuel is whenever the ball goes in there. I mean, you post the Lofa County defense on a real pressure that will be Lano Kekla and his teammates have to do all they can to prevent Emmanuel from getting it onto it despite his height.
A second quarters of the first half until this moment, the defending champions Nimba County continuing to put up excellent. Emmanuel C, the man of the moment for Nimba County, was booked offside. From Jack 16, and you cannot believe what he's doing against experienced players like Pascal Harris and Opilendo Kekule. He's always sandwiched, but still try to skip, and route very brilliantly, and got in a double that put Nimba County in the match, with Malo Johnson increasing the tally for Nimba County on the night. A throw there from Lawrence Johnson. Still Lawrence. The Lofa County right wing back Lawrence Johnson pull cross. Kamara. Josiah C. Back to Amara Kamara. Terry Watson coming in for Mohamed Keita tonight, and he's just been a top notch. Just great ball from you. There was a long pass there from Rudolph Kemokai looking for James Tappe. Amara Kamara for Nimba still. And the Lightning still getting keeps getting pulled at the SKD. The pitch has become even more darker foul there by Eric Yancey against Malu Johnson, but he appears to be unhappy with the call from the referee. Referee Georgino Morris. A free kick in a place that appears to be a bit promising. Can Isaac Dewie tally for Nimba? It would be beautiful if he does that. Dewie, Isaac Dewie, blocked by the wall, but it's still there for Nimba County. This has been cleared away by Lawrence Johnson. Now Lofa County, James Tapper. He will go face to face with Kova Moluba. Still Lofa County attack, James Tapper. Lofa County coming close, but blocked away. Malu Johnson forced to the floor. He got an injury against Lofa County in their opening match that saw him missing 2 games there in Lofa County. In the opening match, he was ruled out. Injury against Lofa, Bomi County and River G County respectively, but recovered from that after the tournament went on to one halfway the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, and now the final. But I think it's good news that Malu Johnson is back and just waiting the referee to let it in. Lofa County is still going through. The referee points to the spot. A penalty given to Lofa County. James Tapper went into the tackle. Got a hit there. And the referee, Georgino Morris, has awarded a penalty to Lofa County.
I mean, the referee decision is the final decision, but I think the defense reached out his legs there to James Tapper. Foot could have made move in there, but that's his decision.
It's a decision, but I think it appears a little feature like that.
Yeah.
You see, yes, there was a tackle, but first of all, the defender had reached the ball before the attacker, James Tapper, could get in the play. You can start. He was yeah, that's Kova Moluba. This is why you will never have to take anything lightly. We have 17 minutes left here, but we could still see a big drama here this evening.
And this is the moment on that. Like you say, it's game over. This is the best chance you have had in the last quarter of an hour.
James Tapper. He scores it. Wonderful goal from James Tapper from the spot. No mistake for him. Goalkeeper Eric Tiawan went the same direction, but the effort from James Tapper was just perfect. Eric Tiawan could not hold of it. 3-2 on the sheet here tonight. And Lofa have just gotten what could put them back in the game. It is now 3-2. James Tapper increasing his tally to 6 in the tournament so far.
Yeah, he has now more level on with Adam of Bond County, 6 goals apiece. The way for the golden it is James Tapper that still remains on the page to ensure the goals because Adam is already out sitting and just monitoring. And likewise, with 5 goals as well. So I think the competition is now between James Tapper as man
will now have to keep to their feet. They will have to stand very strongly to face whatever will be coming from Lofa County, because they will giving up. James will always show up. He will always leave his own mark, an indelible mark, always writing for himself a story of beauty in the tournament. He has scored every single time he's played in the knockout here. He's so against, and now he has scored against Nimba County, though his side remain trailing behind champions 2. But he always has his own way of living a story to be read by the followers of the National County Sports Meet. He was the player of the tournament, or the most valuable player, when Lofa became champions 2 years ago. And this year he's again put up some fascinating performances for Lofa County, who continues to hold Nimba by the neck in this all-important final here tonight. There is just a same difference now on the score line, just 1 goal, and that could be a bit fragile. But again, for County, they can hit in the semi-final with a goal that came in the 20th minute from the spot by Isaac Dewie. So they will have to do well defensively. Neighbor comes here at the Samuel Canada Stadium here tonight. 3 of the 4 quarterfinal, but in the semi-final, see any of them go into an extra time. "30 minutes plus the added on time is what we have left to come to an end of this match. That is quite a sufficient time, because anything happens anytime. In fact, what happens in football happens just within the space of a second. Behind Samukai. Nimba County yet to bring on any fresh leg. Terry Wonzon. Beautiful skill there from Wonzon. What a beautiful skill. But in the end, it's Lofa County who have it. Lawrence Kume stresses it for James Tapper, and Tapper beautifully positional control. He's again pushing James Tapper. Tapper with a cross. And Lofa Tapper! No, they got it through, but the flag is up for an offside. Just the brigade referee had his flag and offside, and just a bit of frustration there for Mohamed Fofana, who thought he had brought life in the game here tonight for Lofa County. So Nimba are still up with 3-2 on the score sheet. I think that was a big decision from the assistant referee.
Yeah, I mean, Fofana wasn't on the assistant referee got it right without any fear, based on the tension pack that you have in such a game, a grand final. Colazo going in at time, but he was calm and raised up his flag, signaling offside. And I mean, Lofa County can still and Nimba County on the other hand will have to be careful. They have a skillful player within the middle of the pack who gave those brilliant two balls. So
beautiful play there from Lofa County, using his skills to there for Lofa County. Lawrence Kume will take it. It's a bit too far from goal distance anyway, but let's see what happens here. The delivery is there. And the poor of decision from Lawrence Kume so in the match. He just sent the ball to the scar.
yeah, that was very poor of him. The best thing you could do is to either connect the teammate who will maybe make a run and then the cross, or perhaps just stay in that position and send it across. There's a possibility that someone could head it in, or the ball could drop within the 18-yard box, and then your team start right. Don't have to keep them.
The Bayerns will keep their eye on the clock, and we have left to play. He was being fouled, but the assistant referee had a flag up on an offside. But the center referee is also taking another decision. It's a bit conflicting there. You saw the assistant too with the flag up, meaning there was an offside there against Emmanuel Sie before going into the tackle with Lawrence Kume.
That's why the players of Lofa County want to take the ball and take the free kick, while the Lions also feel that it's a free kick for them because Emmanuel Sie was fouled, but he was caught in an offside position. So definitely, I think it's far away.
It's been a bit where the city take decision and the center referee is also taking his own decision. However, in the end, Lofa County will have to restart the play. The clearance is there. Pascal Harris for Lofa County. Forceful. You can see how free the back line is, but they will really have to be careful, else Nimba County can use a counter attack anytime, just as they did a few minutes ago when Maluchi just put it through to make it 3 for Nimba County tonight. So whenever you are pushing for a goal, pushing for an attack, you also have to keep a watch on the back. So while you are hunting, You also already have to keep your eye on what you already have. And that is a lot we need to do. For fun, still going through. Wonderful one from Lofa County. Coach Samuel Sumo, the Lofa County coach, on the back in the 2016 and then in 2018 beat Maryland County in the 2016 final and beat Bone County in the 2018 final. Nimba County and Malu Johnson.
See it coming very close there to get his hat trick.
Emmanuel C on the way to it. And you saw the run between here, Malu Johnson.
Yep.
This was a very, very clear opportunity just for him to put it in the county. But the goalkeeper was right at his best and committed his best save since he was injured before we could go for the first half break.
I think this time around he pressurized himself because his team had just conceded and now he felt that this is the game or this is the ball that could have put the game to bed. He had of pressure on his head to convert it. But that was his best. This result to a goal. And they still have to do what they can to make sure that they double their lead or perhaps defend their 1-goal lead.
Josiah C opens it for Terry Wanzon. A good start from Terry Wanzon. Sent behind the touchline by Lawrence Johnson, and there will be a throw in for Nimba County. Terry Wanzon to take Fan Ahaji Samukai. Wanzon, the header there from Kekule. Mohamed Buana. There we comes in for Nimba County. And now it's been won onto Dennis Babaku. Nimba County again with it. A throw in is there for Lofa. And Nimba County here making their first substitution. Alhaji Samukai is the player to make a way out. He played for the Liberia under 17. Alhaji Samukai and Maswa Diako will be introduced here.
A great performance from another young leg, a member of the Liberia 17 national team who has been a great help to Nimba alongside Azzy Dewe in the middle of the pack, making sure that they get all those two balls through.
Lofa County, a long cross is there. Foul, but this time is for Nimba County, right on the arc of the 18-yard box. This broadcast is proudly brought to you through the kind courtesy of Winners Incorporated, Liberia's premium betting company. They have made provision of $1 million Liberian dollars as cash prize for the winner of the football category. And several other cash prizes that is made available. The Rush Energy is also Rush Energy drink. Also part of the sponsor of this broadcast. So we live on the Voice of Gompa there in Gompa City, Nimba County, and on Alternative Youth Radio in Zozo, Lofa County. Mota Fofana, the Nimba County coach, well on the way to winning his second successive title with Nimba County. In his fourth finals. He lost previous two finals with Nimba, and now he's winning his second two successive finals. Kick there for Isaac Dewiye. We seconds away from hitting the 90 minutes mark, and 5 minutes have been indicated here as the added on time. 5 minutes. Nimba County are just 5 minutes away for being named champions once again. But can Lofa County get a turnaround? They have 5 minutes to do that. And Nimba County, Emmanuel C is on the way for the hat trick. Try to get Malu Johnson, but just got the ball behind him. And difficult for Johnson to get it. Lawrence Johnson. Rudolph Kemokai. Here is Opilendo Kekule now. Kekule is foul, and there will be yellow card for Emmanuel Sie. Emmanuel Sie or Malu Johnson? Emmanuel Sie.
I think it's Malu Johnson.
Malu Johnson being shown the yellow card by referee Georgino Morris.
Man, this is a great achievement for referee. See National County Sports Meet.
And Lofa County is still there. Eric Tewan punches away. I mean, this is the time you want to see the good Pop's best performance like never before, especially with you just saying 3 minutes left on the clock for your county to retain the title. You will have to do everything you can. And that is just what Eric Tewan is doing alongside the rest of his Nimba County teammate. Can't believe that there is only one competition. So Emmanuel Sie is foul. Free kick is there for Emmanuel Sie. Pascal Harris frustrated about that from the referee, but there was a call and there was a foul, I think.
Yep. Like I was saying earlier, before that ball could go in, when the goalkeeper sent it out for a corner kick, back in the days or back then, 4 or 5 years ago, we used to see the assignment from the quarterfinal to the final. But this time around, the Liberia football referees have reposed that confidence in the young referees, the Class B and the Class A referees, to take up the challenge. And they have been doing extremely well in that, to ensure that the younger referees can also do better, tough matches, big matches, as well as they all anticipate moving on to the international level to become international referees.
And I think that is a sign of a great future, because you wouldn't have the same group people doing the same thing.
Sure.
Now, out, and there are a lot of people who actually been making suggestions and recommendations that a lot of even football administrators that the tournament has to be narrowed down to players under 20. That is going to allow you to have a lot of young talents coming up. Like, for example, you see Emmanuel CA for Nimba County on such a big occasion. He putting up a very big performance, even beyond what you will ever expect. A 16-year-old scoring twice in the county meet final. That is a very massive achievement. And I think he stands to be the first player that have done that in the tournament. especially in the post-war Liberia. But to see a 16-year-old player playing in such a final and scoring twice, I think that's a very massive movement for him.
Yeah, a great achievement for Emmanuel C. A very young leg, very confident, very skillful. He has the stamina, continues to stay in the game from the start.
We have just 20 seconds here, and the ball is still in half of Nimba County. Lofa mounting the pressure, and Lawrence Johnson is being headed away beautifully. On the back counter attack. This could be just one Lions for account. Josiah C. Hesed, Amara Kamara. Maswa Diako for Nimba County. Nimba County. And this is it. Nimba County out. Morris confirming Nimba County's safe title. Their second time in a row. The third time that Nimba County have won the trophy back to back. What an evening it is. Big comeback, big victory. Champions at last. Nimba County, despite a struggling start to the tournament, they come through, repeating their fine record. They are champions of the National County Sportsmen once again. Muta Fofana retaining the title. What an evening for Nimba County. What an evening for Nimbayans. What an evening for Muta Fofana. And what an evening for the entire Nimba County squad.
A great achievement here for Muta Fofana, in particular to the Nimba team, going on to retain the title, winning it back to back for the third time.